Hello, everyone. So good to have y'all hanging out with us tonight. Looks like we're dark. I think I'm dark because of my white shirt. So I think I'm going to go change it right quick. All right. It's going to be not NikkiT and me. It's going to be NikkiT, and she's going to go through and start telling y'all, hey, I'll be back in a second.
It's not dark on YouTube. Y'all excuse my voice because I'm battling some crud right now, so I sound real cute right now. But I'm going to go through and start saying hey to everybody while he's changing, while the diva's back there getting ready. Hey to Caltech. Welcome this evening. Hey to Richard. How are you? Again, sorry. I'm sounding a little rough tonight. Hey to Douglas. Douglas, we're praying for you. I saw that comment about your nephew. I hate that.
Oh, yeah. A lot brighter with a black on.
I'll let him take over now.
Where we at? Where you at, Douglas?
Yep.
Jennifer and Ryan Reddick. Hello, y'all. Good to see our awesome friends, family from down in a little bit south of here. It's always good to see them. Said they've been wild the past few weeks. We were wild last week and did not make it on. So thank you for being here. Oh, we already said hey to Richard, right? Already said hey to Douglas.
Brandon.
What in the world? What's up, Brandon? Howdy, man. If y'all have not checked out Brandon's channel, Smoking Flips, here on YouTube, go do that. He is putting out content of some of his buys. I believe he's got the knack. I believe he has figured out how to do the reselling game. So go and watch some of his videos. I know he would. I know he'd greatly appreciate it. Miss Beth, how are you? We get that one?
Nathaniel in the house. Hey.
What's up, brother? Good to see you. Sandollar, how are you?
Right.
Mr. Sadie.
Mr. Sadie.
Hello, good to see you.
Excuse me, y'all.
Did you tell them you're getting tested tomorrow? We're hoping it's just seasonal ailment.
I have not told them, but yes, I have to go get tested for COVID tomorrow.
Yes.
So y'all pray for me that it's not the COVID, that it is just
seasonal mess. Everything's
seasonal
changing.
ailment.
It turned to 50 or whatever the other day, so we're hoping it's just that mess. Yeah. Juicy fruit sale. Yeah. Miss Rachel Smith, it's good to see you. How you doing? Let's see. Resellers review. Good to see you. Who's this fella? Man, look at that dapper guy.
OG right there.
Well, there he is. Why do you say he's the OG? Just because his hair color's white?
Yes,
is that? No. I don't have no hair.
He is like the fountain of wisdom.
Fountain of wisdom. See, that's a lot better than just saying the old guy. So the old guy is the fountain of wisdom. Craig, it's good to see you, brother. Always good to see you. Let's keep going down. Are we gonna find more? Is there anyone else that has come in?
You just jumped big time.
It jumped big time.
I saw. Oh, go back down. You're too far now. Keep going till you see Leroy. Oh, Sean and Leroy. There we go.
What's up, Leroy? It's good to see you, brother.
Hey.
There's Sean, Bargain Resale. How you doing?
Pittsburgh, Anthony.
There's Pittsburgh. Hey, Anthony. How's it going, man? We've been missing. We understand, but we've been missing the morning show, missing you and Nate. Happy to see y'all making content and doing similar type stuff with pre-recorded content. We still get to see y'all. Rev, where's the tie? I took it off earlier. Now I've taken this all the way off. Yeah. Storage Scavengers.
Hey, James.
Hey, James.
Prayers to James, too. His wife is in the hospital, so prayers for her.
Most certainly. Janet.
Hey, Miss Janet.
Miss Marie, good to see you.
Thank you. Picking Phase.
Yes, indeed. Good to see you, Picking Phase. Papa Sticks Treasures, there he is. I think he's from Georgia, a little bit north of us. So it's always good to see you. Hey, Miss Ashley. I think that's Natman's bride, right?
Yep.
It's so good to see you. Have you hanging out with us tonight? Glock 30 fan is still up.
Yep. Good evening, Glock.
Good to see you, brother. Ugly in the house.
Hey.
Yes, Ugly. We need NikkiT to get better. It is really important for NikkiT to get to feeling better. Because when Mama is not well, the whole house isn't well. Now, we're all feeling fine, but Mama does a lot of things around the house that when she's not able to, we get to eat. Well, she did make my coffee just a minute ago. She's the only one in the house that can make coffee. I don't have a clue how to make my coffee this way. Anybody else have that issue? Your bride or your spouse or your loved one makes coffee better than you do? NikkiT makes coffee a lot better than I do.
Yeah.
I'm bragging.
I hear you. Cougarman 007. Hey,
Cougarman 007. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Good to have you in the chat with us tonight. It just jumped again. Uncle Bo, I think where's Uncle Bo? There he is. Hello, man. Good to see you. Dan, the handsome man. Hey, Dan. Good to see you, brother. We already said hey to Rachel, right?
Yep.
Simply Dana's in the house. Always good to see you. Making coffee.
That's what the Keurig is for.
I tell you what, I would prefer regular coffee than I would the Keurig coffee, and I like a whole pot at a time. I don't want a cup at a time. I want a whole pot at a time.
I like the Keurig. The Keurig is saved for my specialty coffees, like my flavors, because he doesn't like flavored coffee.
No, I want the real deal, just straight up coffee. A little bit of milk, a little bit of sugar, and we'll call it even.
Nope. I'm Brad. Hey.
Hey, Brad. Good to see you, brother. So we missed last week. We had been going, I think, like 16 weeks straight, and last week we had a busy day, and NikkiT came in about 8 o'clock and said, "Hey, it's Wednesday. Are we doing the live?" And I mean, hand to forehead moment. It was like, no, I don't think so. Or maybe it was a little bit earlier than that, but we decided kind of spur of the moment that we weren't going to have it last week. We're ever so grateful that y'all come back and hung out with us again tonight. We missed y'all last week. We love seeing these names and each of you. Y'all truly put a smile on our face when we're able to hang out with y'all live. We haven't been doing many of our videos as premieres. I know we did that, used to do that, and we hadn't done it lately. So we don't really get that opportunity, and my schedule has been a lot busier. NikkiT's schedule has been a lot busier, and we've not been able to be in many of the chats as we normally are. So because of that, we have missed our YouTube family, and we're grateful that you're hanging out with us tonight. Life has been busy. I've got a few notes. I'm a preacher, so of course I've got a few notes to make sure I stay on point. Life has been busy, but finding time for fun stuff is important too. So that's why we're here hanging out with y'all tonight, and grateful that you're getting to hang out with us tonight.
I'm going to answer Richard's question. No, I have never put cinnamon in the grounds, but that sounds like a good idea. Especially for pumpkin spice coffee. Mr. Sadie says he drinks sweet tea hot, no ice.
Hot sweet tea with no ice. My daughter loves sweet tea.
And by sweet tea, we mean like cups and cups.
All I ever drink is just tap water. I mean, that's...
He's lying.
What I know?
If you cut him right now, he'd bleed Mountain Dew.
Oh yeah, that or Mellow Yellow. Those are if I got a fault, it's caffeine, and my fault is caffeine either being coffee or caffeine in a can. I don't have too many vices, but that way I say I don't have too many vices. I'll take that back. That is one of them. That is one of my vices, is drinking too much caffeine.
Black tea lemonade with strawberries. That sounds good.
Yeah, that does sound good.
Thank you, Richard.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, Justin, flipping accountant.
Hey, Justin, it was good to see you the other day on the live. I didn't get to chat as much on, I think it was last Friday, right? Wasn't he on Eric's?
Yes, he was on OBX's and with OBX and Dapper Tiger.
Yeah, that's right. So it was
good info in that video. If y'all missed it, go back and watch it.
Yes, really was. I cooked spaghetti for dinner. That sounds good. All right, here's a spaghetti story. Since you brought the spaghetti up, you got to put the spaghetti one there. Nathaniel said he cooked spaghetti. He said he loved the shirt. I appreciate you loving the shirt. It was a gift from my kids and my bride for Father's Day, right? Father's Day, I think. I cooked spaghetti for dinner. Cougar Man said. I grew up. My mom worked, my dad worked. I grew up that about once or twice or 3 or 4 times a week, sometimes it seemed like, we would have spaghetti. So when I got out of the home, got married, I kind of told NikkiT, hey, if there's anything, if we can do tacos, we can do sandwiches, anything, I'll eat spaghetti. But I really wasn't all that much for spaghetti. And the first church I was pastoring, we had a revival. Now down in South Georgia, in this part, we got Ryan and Jennifer is in here. They're in that part of the state. But the first church I pastored, when we had a week of revival, usually revival was Sunday morning to Wednesday night. Sometimes it would be just the regular days in the week. We had whatever the evangelist or visiting pastor would go eat at different homes. And of course, they would invite the pastor and his wife at the time. And one night, a lady served spaghetti. And I ate the spaghetti, no problem at all. And it just so happened that I think I was preaching that night, right? And I brought it up that I did not like spaghetti. And spaghetti wasn't my favorite meal. And boy, what happened?
Oh, you should have seen the faces.
These blue hairs started looking at one another like, woo, that's just what you had. It was, I jumped in really bad. It was, I stepped in it 2 feet wide open, and I regretted it. They loved me. I treated them like grandparents. They loved me like a grandson, but they wanted to whoop me. They wanted to whoop me that night. Most certainly.
Cougar Man, we get it. My typing.
Oh, no problem, brother. I understood exactly what you meant. Yeah. Sometimes we got to read through our typing errors because I have them. I have them too. So eBay listings, I've listed a few things. I need to list a lot more. What I need to list has grown. What I've listed has took a little bit. I still need to do better on that. I still need to do a lot of listing. But I have listed some. The sales have picked up. Many of you have heard about our juicy fruit sale. We had a pretty amazing juicy fruit sale. Had one lady purchase 35 orders of 2 after she ordered 4 orders of 2. So she had 1 order of 8 and 1 order of 70. And I did not want to go FedEx. I did not want to go any other way with the shipping. So I figured out we went all medium flat rate boxes, and that was the cheapest way, about $100, a little bit over $100 to get them to her. But I was happy to get rid of all of that gum. What tastes worse, spaghetti or your foot in your mouth?
I think sometimes I really think he's grown to love the taste of his shoe.
Yeah, I get in trouble in the pulpit more by using NikkiT as an illustration than anyone else.
Hey, Jen.
Hey, Miss Jen. It's good to see you. Just honking about, $400 worth of gum makes my jaw hurt. I'm sure their dentist bill is going to be outrageous. I have the assumption that they are either a store owner or they're going to have some other way of getting rid of that gum. Maybe they're trying to resell it themselves. I don't know. But what I do know is that it was a bunch. Traveling Salvation, what's up?
Right. It had nothing to do with the spaghetti. You in the South and you told a handful of blue hairs at the church you wasn't a fan. Reckon you know now you love whatever they cook.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Exactly how that goes.
One of the things I had, I know y'all seen it, the pears and the mayonnaise and the little cherry. What was it? You remember that?
The pear salads. You ever had the pear salads?
My Lord.
Pear halves, there's mayonnaise, a little bit of cheddar cheese, and a cherry on top.
I'd cut it and I'd put it in my mouth and it'd go poof. I mean, it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I eat. If somebody puts it on my plate, I'm going to clean my plate.
Delicacy of the South.
I don't know if y'all have that in the North or anywhere else, but mayonnaise on it was like, that's not what my favorite.
Hey, Nana.
Hey, Miss Nana Tank.
Says, I like them too. I like a pear salad, but I like banana sandwiches too. Mayonnaise.
I like banana sandwiches. I like that, but when a pear and just a big old glob of mayonnaise.
Block of grease. Ew.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Nasty pear and mayonnaise.
Not a fresh pear. You take a canned pear, and you take the canned pear and you put a scoop of mayonnaise, a little bit of shredded cheddar, and a maraschino cherry right on top. See, Beth knows it's a church social staple.
I know why. We won't eat it at the house. You got to take it to church and make somebody else eat it. That's exactly what. Yep, that's right. Haven't seen that since elementary school. Yep, we have them in the South.
Oh yeah.
Some of these church socials, you'll most certainly have it. If y'all seen when I came in, I had the white shirt on. Of course, I had a tie. We had a funeral service today of someone that was mayonnaise or Miracle Whip in your house.
We don't say Miracle Whip in the house.
Oh no, we mayonnaise all the way. No doubt. Nanner pudding.
Carrots and raisins? No, sir. I agree. No, sir.
No, sir. I'm good. I'm getting grossed out. Yeah, I don't know if y'all have that over in y'all's neck of the wood. I love some Cajun cooking.
Dukes, yes. Dukes mayonnaise, not Miracle Whip. Yes.
That's exactly right. Dukes is the only thing you can put on a tomato sandwich early in the year.
You see what Brandon says you having for dessert? He said he whipping you up some pears and mayonnaise for dessert.
I'm going to eat it, brother. I will eat it and love it. You better smoke it, though.
Brandon,
you better do something different.
Whatever this is
it's gone
by then because I'm so looking forward to that trip.
Yep, we're going to have a good time. We're looking forward to the 411.
Yep.
Hoping everything's well and we're all able to get together and hang out and have a good time. But today, had a funeral service. The funeral service was connected to a church member, lived in the community, walking distance from the church I pastor. She was actually a part of the Methodist church in town. She asked the Baptist preacher, her family asked the Baptist preacher to have the service. I'd prayed with her. I'd gone in and visited with her, and I was honored to preach the service today. If y'all hadn't checked the weather, the Georgia weather today about 2 o'clock, it was raining cats and dogs. I mean, it was not raining. It was dumping it down, and we had the service inside, had a graveside service afterwards. So we got through that, had an opportunity to love on the family and to pray with them and have the service. And right after I got out of the service, I was driving, had a buddy called, and I was talking with him on the phone, through the car, radio, all that. And then I heard the little noise that it makes whenever I get a message that something that I'm looking at on Facebook Marketplace actually pops up. Hey, Tim, good to see you.
Hey, Chuck.
It's Chuck, one of my favorite deacons in the church. Y'all, we had an opportunity last week, and not this Sunday, but Sunday before last, to ordain Chuck into to be ordained deacon in our church. So, Chuck's good to see you, brother. Hope all is well in your neck of the woods. But we had the service. I got the ding when I was on the phone with another pastor from South Georgia, and got off, and it was. Let's see what the listing said. The listing said books and video game sale. It was for Saturday.
Got any video games?
So, y'all know me. I asked
Eric?
that. What's up, Eric? It's always good to see you.
And it's pouring, Douglas. We are feeling the wrath of these storms and hurricanes.
Yes, it is coming. So, I saw it come through. I don't know if y'all have it set. There's certain keywords that if it pops up for sale, it'll notify me. So it notifies me that there's a video game sale going on. So the video game sale showed up, and I looked at it, and the listing said, video games are going to be for sale. They're having a yard sale on Saturday, but it had my city in it, where I'm from. So I thought, I'm just going to message this cat just to see. So let's see what I messaged him. Now, I'm going to read it to y'all. It's verbatim. Hi, I would be interested in the games. Could I see them before Saturday? I live on Crowell Road. So that's the road that I live on. He lived in the similar area. So I thought, hey, I'm going to just cast that line out there and see if he'll nibble. I know he said he's going to have the sale on Saturday, but I was interested. Hey, to the Hudsons. I was interested in maybe seeing the games. Of course, what is I was about to say what is Cali Picker, but that's not his. You got to get there first. So I want to be the first one to have opportunity to look at the part-time pickers. Why was I missing? Matt at part-time pickers.
That's a brain fart.
It was. His song says, you want to be the first one there. So I was trying to be the first one. So I called. The guy messaged me back. He said, it's possible. So, all right, I got a nibble. There's Dan. What's up, Dan? Good to see you, brother. So I got a nibble. He said, I get home around 4 from work Thursday and Friday, priced at $2 to blow all out. So I'm really enticed. $2 video games is about where I would like to be at yard sales. And I thought, the picture showed a lot of them. I thought I could pick through and find the ones that would be interesting, some that I would be interested in getting. So I said, cool. This is me now. This is real.
Hold on. We got another better half in the house. We got Sean Bargain Resale's better half in the house.
What's up? What's up? Good to have you in here hanging out with us.
And by the way, Nana Tink, this is a Disney store find because on our rafting trip a couple weekends ago,
bring this up.
Rev threw away threw away
a whole bag of dirty
a whole
clothes.
trash bag of dirty clothes. And one of those things in that bag was my Baby Yoda sweatshirt.
And you would have thought World
Gone.
War III was starting. Oh my goodness, I had so many clothes. That ain't how you talk.
That's
but
not how I talk.
it was very disappointing that I lost it. But I had a pair of shorts that were about
2 sizes too small.
About 2 years too small. And it was cutting off circulation to my toes. When I wore it, my toes tingled. I didn't need a belt with those. And I thought, well, I don't care if I lose them. So they were gone. But NikkiT liked some of her stuff.
He says misplaced.
Misplaced. That's right, Chuck. I didn't lose them. I just don't know where they're at right now.
I'd sing for y'all that song, Gone Like a Freight Train right now.
It was Gone Like a Freight Train. All right, back to story time with Rev. So today I go through that process. I tell him, cool, I'd like to see them. Maybe I'll buy them all. Then he asked me this question. He said, how far are you? And then he calls out his road name. I don't want to give that just in case there's somebody here around the area. He said, how do you know? You say?
Sorry. Hey, Taylor Exchange.
Hey, Taylor Exchange. Good to see you. So, so I told him, yeah, man, I know right where that's at. There's a gas station right at the end of the road. I worked at when I was a teenager, when I was still in school, made pizzas, managed actually the store while I was in high school. So, I know right where that's at. Knew where the guy lived. I told him once again I lived where I lived and told him I wasn't too far. He says, I'm here now. Can you come by between 4 and 4:30? And at this time, it's about 3 o'clock. Funeral service started at 2, had the service, had gravesides. It was about 3:30 when I was leaving. So I said, sure. I just got through preaching a funeral. That's important. I shared that with him. And I said, what is the address? He gives me the address. He actually said, oh, man, and gives me the address. He said, I'm coming through town now. I head your way. He says, and this is important. He said, okay, I have to leave at 5:15 for Bible study. I'll have the games ready. So I just said, cool. I thought, Rev Resale, this cat said he's got a Bible study at 5:15. He can't talk long. I'm honored. I'm ready. I'm looking forward to this. And then he asked me this. Now, this is where the topic is going to rise that we're going to share today. He asked me this. He said, do you happen to resell on eBay by chance?
Uh-oh.
Dun, dun, dun. So that gets us to our topic for the evening.
Before you dive in, Pastor, say hey to Carolina Hustler, Casey. Hey. And I saw Denise come in.
Hey, Casey. Hey, Denise.
I think that's who I saw. Yep. Denise coming in. And then Traveling Salvation did ask you, what is your take for all those Atlanta eastbound and down wraparounds? They stink.
Oh, my. I tell you. What you talking about? He's talking about the glasses.
Those
are
awesome. I thought you were talking about all our
I think she was talking about the traffic.
And all that crap.
Man, I love it. I wore them the other day, and they're so cool. I wore them even when the sun wasn't out. I mean, if you got them, you wear them. So, so I had it on, and so grateful for that.
In the house.
So, hey, Shasha, good to see you. So here's where the topic of discussion, if you will, tonight comes in. And I pray this will be one that you will understand my heart. I'm not coming to you. I am a pastor. I am a minister. I am a Christian. I do serve Jesus, all of these things. But I'm covered in flesh just like everybody else. So because of that, I'm not saying this is not something that I deal with. I'm not coming from a high horse speaking to you at a different level. That's not what I'm trying to do. But on the thumbnail, I said, can we handle the truth? I know there is one thing that I have noticed in reselling videos at yard sales, resellers. I have noticed that because of the stigma, that's maybe the right word, that resellers have in society as a whole, that sometimes resellers lie to get out of telling the truth about being a reseller. I was granted that opportunity today. This cat that I went to try to visit today asked me, hey, by chance, do you resell on eBay? So what did I have? I wrote down a few things. Here's the situation. This is the thought process that happens when that happens. I could say I'm a reseller. But if I tell the cat that I'm a reseller, They might not let me come and buy from them. Now, I wanted these video games. I wanted to see these video games. I wanted to have the opportunity of going by and purchasing these video games. But here is the kicker. I could have said, yes, I'm a reseller. And if I did, they may not, he told me, may have said, man, I don't want a reseller to come buy this stuff. I'm going to sell it at my yard sale. Could have done that. 2, I could tell just a little lie, just a little snippet of a lie, not a real lie, a real lie, not a real one, just a little one, not a big lie, just a little lie. I could have said, I have these consoles and I want to play them. That'd be partly true. There may be 1 or 2 of those games I'd want to play. There may be 1 or 2 that I'd say, oh my, that would be great. I'd love to play those. So that would be part of a truth, but probably a whole lie. Or I could say, could just do a flat out lie and say, nope, I'm a collector, and I'm just coming by to buy all of them. Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this. I believe as resellers, I have seen resale yard sale videos. I have seen resellers just flat out come out and say it, that when somebody asks them if they're a reseller, they just say no. Yeah. And you know what? They just flat out lie.
I think they nailed it on the head. No such thing as a little lie.
No such thing. Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
Or as Dan says, as my wife calls him, Jesus approved.
Jesus approved lies. I ain't heard of them. That's creating their own doctrine there.
They say they just actually tell them and it works for them. We have a lady at an independent thrift store holding all vintage single stitch shirts for us because we told them.
Amen. And that's really where we want to get this conversation to. And I think it is an important conversation for the 51 of us that are hanging out in chat tonight for us to ponder those what ifs about all of this. Now, I'm going to tell you what happened in my story. So just hold on, just buckle up, and we're going to get to what happened. It's a preacher story. You start it, you got the beginning, the middle, and the end. Yeah, you got to salt and pepper it and chase a few rabbit holes and all this.
Well, while you chasing rabbits, hey, Joe Philly Picker, who gave you the glasses?
Hey, Joe Philly Picker, we already people talking about them eastbound and down Atlanta Braves glasses. That's
Blackberry
right.
Thistle Tea came in, and I just saw Infamous Stacker come in.
Hello. So this is something that we all have to deal with. I can promise you, if you have been reselling for over a week, you're going to have somebody ask you at a thrift store, at a garage sale, at a private pick, hey, what are you going to do with all this stuff?
I use the phrase Pawn Star say, I take all the risk and I have cash right now.
That is a good answer at all times. Just tell them the truth. I got money. I'm willing to buy. Yard sales, what are you going to do with this? I'm going to put it in my car. That's what you're going to do with it, right? Right after you buy it, you're going to put it in your car. Yeah. Beth said you reap what you sow. Might be frustrating later when someone lies to you. Yeah. That's so true.
I think new resellers all go through it too, though. I think when you first start out, when you first hear that first question, that very first time, what are you going to do with
You're fearful. It's like, oh, my goodness.
You kind of have that pause, and you're not quite sure what to say. But, I mean, we truly have. We've learned that, hey, just be up front. Tell them who you are. Tell them what you're doing. And like Traveling Salvation said, I mean, a lot of times you truly get a positive reaction. Most people, we've actually met other resellers by saying we're resellers. Michigan Pickers, radical reseller.
You just say that. It is my hobby. That's right. Yeah. I mean, if it's the truth, it's the truth. Mm-hmm. I have found out since I have been doing this. So, see, your quandary, most people's quandary is they're resellers. Maybe they work at, at a school teacher or a lawyer or an accountant, and they do this on the side. I got the double whammy. I mean, I am a Baptist preacher that resells on the side. So the negative quandary that people have of resellers, now I'm a pastor that's reselling. So maybe it's a double whammy there. But I have found out even in that honesty, someone has already said it, honesty is always the best policy. When you tell someone the truth, even if that truth is going to cost you something, even if that truth means that person says, dude, get off my yard. What do you say?
I think we all have heard those conversations. He said he's heard combos in the background. What is he going to do with all those golf clubs?
Yeah.
He got left and right-handed. I'm sure we all get looks.
I'm ambidextrous. I swing both ways. That can get you in trouble in some conversations. But you're right. Yeah, it's so what I have found out is that it is a lot better to tell the truth and face the consequences of the truth than to tell a lie and face the consequences of a lie.
That is a situation you went into. I had someone that didn't even give me a chance to lie or tell the truth. She said, "You're a reseller. No, I'm not coming down on the price." There you go.
Well, see, you know what? I've run into a few people like that, and to be honest with you, a few people like that have just not got my money. Not saying that I was interested in the item or not. There's some if people are going to be rude, you know, I'm not interested. I'll tell the truth and face the consequences. I think it is important to do that. Mr. Sadie, I agree with that 100%. My money is as good as a non-reseller. You want it or not. Right. It's up to you. You can take it or you can leave it, but here's the offer. Here's what I'm willing to pay. Here's what I'm willing to do. Traveling Salvation says everyone is scared someone is going to raise the price the last second when you tell them you're a reseller. If they do, that's not the mojo you want, man. Just leave it. If someone that's crazy like that happens. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Nathaniel said, if it's like you're under a microscope, just realize that we're all humans and fall short of the glory of the Lord. That's right. I've read that scripture. We all fall way short. There is no doubt. We are not perfect. So here's, we got a sleepy fellow saying, let's get to the point. Let's get to the point. I see that. So what happened, even before I got there, now this just shows you, it would have today in this conversation, it would have cost me integrity. Integrity, I believe, is a 1-to-1 ratio. Who you say you are should be who you really are. So if this cat asked me, hey, by chance, do you sell on eBay? If I said no, I'm a collector. Or if I said, no, not really, I don't resell, I just collect. Whatever it is that I may have come up with, I would have not only offended this cat that I would be going and buying from, I would have lost out on a great opportunity. Let's listen to what happens. So do you by chance resell on eBay, or do you happen to resell on eBay by chance? My answer was 2 words. I do. That's what I said when our pastor asked me, hey, will you have this? I do. Yes, sir, I will. Most certainly. Yeah, I do. And then this was his very next question. Are you Reverend Resale by chance? Question mark. I was like, woo, yeah. So this cat, yeah, that head just, it just, well, this cat is in our community and he happens to follow on this channel. So, Heath, I don't know if you're online tonight. I haven't seen you pop into chat. He may or may not know and may not be here. I actually, told him, yeah, man, most certainly that's who I am. I said, that is me. He said, awesome. I follow you. I said, awesome, brother. I may shoot a clip if you don't mind. And he said this, he said, you said preaching and live close. I put 2 and 2 together. I resell as well. It's cool to meet you. And at that point, it was like, because I knew it was going to be pickles. I knew the games were not going to be these great, valuable games because this cat resells as well. But I thought, man, this is just going to be awesome to go and to meet this guy, to have an opportunity to hang out with him. So I went and I said, I'll see you in a few minutes. I went.
So did we get the games?
I'll get to it.
Oh, my gosh. I'm sorry, Glock. I was trying for you.
So we had an opportunity. I went. I looked at a few of the games. I flipped through the games. He was working on a computer in the garage. He had an eBay garage as well. Came over. We had an opportunity. I met his wife. Had an opportunity to meet he and his wife. We talked for a few minutes. And long story short, I came out with $80 worth of video games, $2 a piece. I actually threw in some extra bucks. He was so nice, let me look through all of them. And I got a box full of video games. Most of them are pickles and lot up. Some of them I may be able to sell individually. So it was not a knockout, but you know what it was? It was awesome for me to be able to meet Heath. He's got another friend that he resells with that's in Barnesville, which is around our area, that said he watched the channel as well. So that just goes to show that telling the truth can be a great thing. Could you imagine what it would have cost me today if I had lied to that guy? If I told Heath, no, man, I don't resell, and then I show up and he knows me, he's like, man, I see you on the internet. You flat out lied to me. You're a pastor in my community. You're on YouTube, and you just flat out lied. That is why it never pays to be dishonest. That's why it does not work.
Shasha called out your story. Way too late for a long story short. Blackberry Thistle says Reb goes back to birth when he tells a story.
That's exactly right. That's what, get it all in there, baby. Don't play around with it. You gotta do it all right.
He made a good point. If they know you're a reseller, sometimes they will try to point out items they think are more valuable, and that can be a trap.
Can be. You're right.
I mean, that does happen.
But I've also seen when they find out you're a reseller and you've got money, they may pull out other stuff and say, hey, would you like this?
Right.
Or would you think about this?
This is not a gremlin. She was right. This is Baby Yoda. That's my favorite.
Baby Yoda, not a gremlin. It can get water on it. If it was a gremlin, she wouldn't ever be able to wash it. Or no, if it was a magua. Isn't that what it was?
Mogwai?
Mogwai before it became a gremlin?
Traveling Salvation said, have you ever seen a short-winded preacher?
Not in my vocabulary. That's right.
Nitrous Diecast in the house.
Where's he at?
He just popped in.
Nitrous Diecast. What's up, brother? Good to see you.
OBX said he gets more stuff after telling that I resell.
That is exactly right.
I think the majority of the time, I know based on our experiences, we've run into more people
brother?
That when they hear we resell are positive about it. It'll say, oh, well, yeah, we have this, or really, what do you think about this? And
yep, even in our honey hole, of course, I'm going in and buying. It would not do me any good to tell them that I'm not reselling. There may be times that it's cost me more because I have been honest and said it up front that I'm reselling. But I promise you, they have given me opportunities to buy more stuff that's in the back than it just would have been a regular customer. So that's just that's part of what I do. Tim said I should do story videos. Tim, I actually videoed. Let's see. I'm gonna pull up a clip, and it'll be in a future video.
Oh boy.
Just to make sure.
Oh, is
all
that
right, everyone, here we are. I'm here.
Oh
my goodness, it wasn't that?
Oh wow, his head just got really big.
Community. This is Heath, right? I don't know if you can see it, but there's me and Heath there. You'll get to see Heath on a future resale video, and we'll have Heath on there. So I just wanted to share that with y'all and tell you how I do think it's really important. Today, the Lord impressed upon me how much it would have cost me if I had told one of those white lies, even a little lie that we try to justify and say, well, it's going to be okay. I'm just going to go just a little small fib. It would have cost me a bunch today. Like I say, my integrity, so many other things would have been lost. Yep. More than just a sale, I would have lost opportunity, hopefully, of having a new friend in our area that has similar beliefs and does similar things. So Heath, I'm honored I told you the truth.
Cougarman says he's thinking about moving back to Kentucky in a few months. Not enough sourcing here.
Cougarman, are you in our area? Are you?
Where are you, Cougarman?
Maybe you said that to me before, and I have just forgotten. My sources have sort of dried up around me too. So it's one of those things that I've been looking around and trying to find new opportunities to find. I like multi-quantity listings like the gum where I can list it and forget it and it'll sell for months on end. Yep. So boy, it'd be really good to kind of get back into some of those type items.
I think one of the things based on our thumbnail, like for me, that can we handle the truth that I'm learning is I'm having to look back through my inventory. I don't know how many of y'all have ever done this as new resellers or even as seasoned resellers. But like, I know I'm looking back through my inventory, realizing that maybe some of my inventory is not the best inventory. So now I'm at a crossroads trying to figure out what I need to do with that inventory. I bought a lot of jewelry at one point. It was $10. It was tons of pieces. I think I got 20 pieces. So basically 50 cents a piece is into this. But as separate pieces, they're not selling. So now do I put them in a jewelry jar and attempt to sell them that way? is that going to be better for my store? So I'm at that inventory question right now. That's kind of the question I'm facing. The hard truth I'm looking at is, I need to learn probably to source better or think more before I make a purchase coming on.
I hear you, Eric. Eric said, "Come source at my house." Eric is, he is. I made him a new name the other day. I don't know if he liked it. Bulk by Beast. That's who Eric is now, because that rascal can buy a bunch of stuff at one time. Here's some stuff about telling the truth and lying and integrity. Granddaddy told us old honest Abe said he couldn't lie because he didn't have a good enough memory. That's a great truth, because when you lie, you got to keep backing it up and remember what that lie is over and over. Joe Philly Picker says, once it's lost, it's hard to get back. That is so true. There have been times, if you have ever dealt with someone that has told you a lie, it's hard to believe anything else they say. That old story, the boy who cried wolf. Yep. When the wolf showed up, nobody came.
Hey to Colton and Courtney.
Look at that rascal. What's up?
He says he understands. Got it. To me, just got to go back through the inventory. I know there's some stuff that I need to coil or either try a different way to sell.
Cool. Yeah. Yep.
Uncle Bubba.
Hey, Uncle Bubba, good to see you. Yeah, I think we all can go back. I remember Flip with Chris. He hadn't made too many new videos. He's selling like a bunch of money. He's like quadrupled how much I've sold over the last 3 months. But he had one of his early videos. He talked about auditing our eBay stores and going in, not auditing the numbers, but going in and looking at your listings and finding stuff. I know a lot of people have sort of said it a different way. That's just stuck in my mind. I think that's a wise thing to do.
Brandon said he watched an old video of yours saying, "Is your inventory paying rent?" Made me want to drive a load to Goodwill. That's kind of what I've had to face, is I've had to question myself and be willing to question myself and say, okay, looking at all this inventory I've got, all this has been long tail. Is it really worth keeping? Is it worth trying a different way? Or is it just worth putting it in a box and giving it away?
Brandon, I'll tell you what, I really thought that was an awesome video early on. I thought the concept made great sense. I thought it was a good encouragement to resellers, and it went. I was hoping it was going to be one of those videos that would have kicked off. I still think it's wise. If you have limited amount of space and you're packing it in with stuff that's going to be long tail or not selling, it's better to donate it so that you can have room for other stuff. Yeah. So that's where I'm at, brother. I'm still there and still need to probably do that a little bit more.
Hey, Annie. Javelina Flips in the house.
Hey, Annie. Good to see you. But I think those are always, Nitrous Diecast says, I believe that communicating with customers is important too. Even if you don't have the answer for them yet, keep following up. Don't make people chase after you.
Yes.
That is so true. I think even if you're away, if I get a message like today, it was most embarrassing thing. The pastor that I talked with after the funeral service, I didn't tell you this, called me during the funeral service. I absolutely never have my phone with me when I'm preaching. I never have my phone ringer on while I'm preaching. Today, my phone was on me and my ringer was on.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm up there preaching, and that rascal's going, doo-doo-doo-doo.
Oh, wow.
But I do. If you ever get a question, you give an answer, or you tell them you're going to find the answer. Don't keep them waiting. I think that is important.
Very important.
Eric Bischoff, hello.
Only took 8.
I hope she didn't get that wrong.
Actually, Colton, I have to go get tested tomorrow.
So we're hoping that it's just sinuses, weather change, all this kind of stuff. We're hoping that's what it is. So we're most certainly going to pray.
Hey, Stephen from the Bluegrass.
What's up? We love the Bluegrass area. Good to see you. Good to see you. I've got to run for tonight. Take care. Hey, Miss Jane. Bye, Miss Jane. Thank you so very much for coming and hanging out with us for a little while tonight. It's always good seeing your name puts a smile on our face. So we do appreciate you. Appreciate you so very much. So I think maybe here's a little kicker at the end. This is when I'm doing a Bible study, I'll go through the Bible study at the very end. I'll go to kind of an application and I'll say, well, here's the so what. We've gone through, this is what the scripture says. This is the meaning of the text. Now, so what? How does that apply to where we're at today? So here's my so what on this topic. My so what is when you're tempted to tell a story, you need to ask yourself the question, what is the worst if I told the truth? And what is the worst if I told a lie? And I can promise you the worst that would come by you telling a truth is a whole lot better than the best if you told a lie. Now, I want you to test me on that. Next time you're tempted to tell a lie, you think about those two questions. If the best you could get from telling a lie, I guarantee you it is going to be better than the worst for telling the truth. Funny? What's that?
If Colton had slipped in that N64 Mario at the 127, that would have been pretty funny.
Oh yeah, now I'm gonna tell you this.
$10 off of that story.
Now, people in the church, my close friends, and those of you on YouTube have probably heard this. What is the only reason you can tell a lie? What do I say?
He says for comical purposes.
Only reason you can tell a lie is for comical purposes, and it's got to be known that it's for comical purposes. So don't lie for any other. Don't lie for any other reason. Not if
your wife asks you, "Do these make me look fat?"
I never. No way. You tell the truth, and the truth is always, heavens no, that looks good on you.
In the house.
Wendy Lawson, there is my favorite Wendy. Miss Cackles is in the house. Hello. So telling the truth is good. Wendy will tell you that I cheated in canasta last weekend. But I did it only for comical purposes. I didn't do it to try to win. We were losing already.
Yeah.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
It says, honesty is the best policy. You don't have to try to remember who you told what to.
That's exactly right. That is, benefiting off a lie is bad. That's right. Yeah. It's a bad feeling. In the end, it does not count. I played bass in my teens for the gospel group called Gene Warren and the Glory Landers. I was Pentecostal, and they
oneness, but we made it work.
Oh, awesome! I'd like to hear some of that.
Cougar Man said his old junker broke down, and he sold enough used puzzles to buy an alternator.
Oh, that's what awesome. I'm talking about. If you can sell a puzzle, I sold a puzzle for $300 one time. Remember that? Woo! Made a video about it.
Still proud of that puzzle.
Well, Cougar Man, I'm glad hopefully the alternator is what it took to get the old junker going again. I've got a few old junkers that I'm working on too.
Colton's having confession right now.
What does he say?
I sold stuff without testing and said it was working in my listing.
It was working when you sold it. Yep, yeah. Those are things, and Colton, I'll tell you, one of the things I have noticed is a lot of times what I'll get in trouble with, and it'll make me look like I'm fibbing, and I'm really not intentionally doing that. I'll just copy and paste, another listing, and a lot of times that listing will have in there that it's working in the title, and I won't mean it to be that, or to have the word tested, and I won't mean that. So that's happened. Sold 40.
That's awesome.
Yeah, if you're moving puzzles like that today, I know during the pandemic when it really hit, we were all at home. Man, puzzles were flying out the door.
Yeah,
that was a good thing.
Hey, Jennifer Hayes, the best mod in the biz.
Yeah, what's up, Miss Jennifer Hayes? Always good to see you.
Colton and Courtney, another couple. We're excited. We get to hang out again with OBX. Colton and Courtney. Brandon this time we get to meet Smoking Flips face to face and his bride.
Yes.
And I know Bargain Resale is talking about going. Don't know if they've solidified plans, but y'all look for some more videos again.
Yeah, we've already gotten our crib for what did we end up getting? We ended up getting a house or a hotel.
We got a little cabin.
We got a cabin, so we're gonna be staying in a cabin in Alabama. And we're going to be having a good time.
We're going to be wearing red and black the whole time.
Red and black. Go Dogs. That's exactly right.
Thank you, Justin.
Yes, we are. We're hoping she gets to feeling better, and we're just praying it's something else other than that crazy virus. Yeah. I know one virus is no different than another, but this one seems to be kicking some booty. So we're going to pray that it's not that.
See, Brandon is trying to get me.
Come on, man.
Look, I booked that cabin, y'all.
We asked.
Colton sent me a couple of places that were really, that were there, that were decently priced. So I found one out of the listings he sends me, and he's like, "Did y'all get it booked?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "I hope Rev is packing." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" He goes, "No, I'm just kidding."
Oh my goodness! I tell you what, Brandon, it ain't above me to bring sleeping bags. I've seen I know where Colton. I've already seen the address. Yeah, we can do that. Just kick him on out. Say, brother, we coming in. We're gonna be on the couch over here. He's already got a fan set up in there now. I saw that video.
Bargain Resale says they go back to school that week. So
oh my.
Aww.
Well, we will.
We're gonna look forward to the time that we can.
Most certainly, we'll have an opportunity to meet. I will say this. I know we're 50 minutes in, and 48 of y'all are still hanging out with us tonight. We've sort of gotten through the topic. And the topic is something that I think is really important. Telling the truth is always going to be the best outcome. Even if it costs you in the short run, you're going to earn opportunities in the long run. So tell the truth. I think it will be. I think it'll be good. But our other channel that we have been working on.
Listen, maybe give him. My wife and I recently started eBay. Hopefully things will pick up soon. I struggle with pricing. Don't like to feel like I'm charging too much.
Stephen, I promise you, if you put an item on eBay for too much, you will have the opportunity to do one of two things. You will have opportunity to either hold on to it for a little while because it probably won't sell, or you'll have an opportunity to learn and just lower that price down. So you'll get better at comping things on eBay and sort of finding out where that sweet spot is.
Yeah.
Some of us, like myself, when I price items, if I see the highest sale price has been 100, the lowest sale price has been 40, and there have been a bunch of them in the $50, $60 range. I'm probably going to start it at the $70 range and put best offer. That's what I do.
Yeah.
And but the one thing about selling it for too high or pricing it too high, for me, every item that I have, I believe maybe 10 or 15 out of my 400 or 500, I have or best offer. So if somebody wants to make me an offer, I'll take it. If it's something I'm willing to take, I'll be happy to take it.
And I think sometimes you have stuff that you don't really get to find a whole lot of listings or comps that it's kind of, do you get to set the market? You can try your price high because you never know. You may have the
I had a one of one
items that
Ronald Acuna rookie, or not a rookie card, but 101 Ronald Acuna card.
Yeah.
Set the price at 500, put best offer, and sold it for 350.
Yeah.
So I was happy with the sale.
But pricing comes as you go. The more you do it, the more you learn, the better you get at it. And there's even still items, I think even the ones in here that have been doing it for years will tell you that kind of leave you hanging because there is no real comp out there. So you're just kind of left to.
You become the market.
You become the market, and you set your price.
And I'll tell you this too: set the price for what you're comfortable with, and if it sells, you're okay with it. Don't look back and question. Yeah. But what Richard says here is better to list high. You can't raise the price once it's sold. That's wise too. That's a cat that's been doing it for a while. He understands it really well.
Yep. So Colton had a VCR that weighed 38 pounds.
Good Lord. Where in the world was that thing at? Did it have a pig inside of it turning it?
That's back from Rev's day. Rev's older than me, so that's back from Rev's day.
Oh, man.
Yeah, when it sells, as soon as you list it, you realize you priced it. That's true, but don't second guess yourself.
I wondered that too. I'm going to be the other side of that coin. Maybe the right person that wanted to buy that item was on at that exact time that you listed it. That's the way I feel. I don't know if it always means you listed it too low. It may, though.
Rosella said 38 pounds. That's half a fruitcake.
Half a fruitcake. You got that right. I told Heath today, the guy that I met when I went by his house and told the truth to, and it was a blessing to meet him. I told him today I probably have 15 VCR DVD combos. Some of them are $100, $150 units. And not a single one is listed because I'm afraid to get that 38-pound rascal and got to sell it. I need to do it, don't I? I need to get out there and list.
I don't know the sign for it. So LAZY.
Oh, I thought she about hit the loser symbol for me. That ain't what you did.
Nope. Sure did not.
A boat anchor for sure.
If y'all could see, because Rev keeps buying, but the listing.
I'm listing all that over there is listed except those bats.
Really?
Yeah.
Y'all, I'm proud of him.
Yeah. Nitro Diecast, man, we appreciate it. It's it's not only fun, I feel the Lord's presence. Man, you're awesome for saying that. We enjoy ourselves, but I think the truth and who I am just comes out wherever I'm at, or at least it should. Donate, take the write off.
You're
Yeah.
talking about the VCR. Yeah, seriously.
Woo, that's exactly right.
We have some stuff in the garage we probably need to donate. And again, I have some stuff I probably just need to donate and just let it go.
Yep, that's right. So, Stephen, we're rooting you on, man. I
Yes.
promise you the reselling game is not as hard sometimes as YouTubers try to make it out to be. You know, you will be able to, my best advice to you when it comes to listing, when it comes to pricing, when it comes to selling and shipping is just to start.
Yeah.
If you start it, you will quickly, if you're watching YouTube videos, there's a lot of cats out there, not saying I'm one of them, but there's a lot of cats out there that have some good advice. There's a lot of cats you can learn from, but you need to be able to take some advice and throw it away and take the good advice and keep it what works for you. So just keep up, keep learning, and the longer you go at it, the easier it'll get, and it won't be. I used to be stressed out to ship stuff. Now it's not a big issue at all.
But to be honest, are there days in reselling that you probably are going to stop and go, why did they ever start? Yes.
Yep, there may be days like that too. But just keep on, because when you look at your PayPal account or anything else, you may be pleased.
But eBay is a roller coaster. You may have days that sales are low, but then you're going to have weekends that blow your mind.
Yeah.
Because you have so many sales and they're great sales.
Remember the roller coaster. There's times you're going up. There's times you're coming down.
Yeah.
But all in all, it's going to level itself out. So just you know, put your head down and go to work. I think that's what I need to do. That's advice for me. That's most certainly one of the things that I need to do.
Yeah, just keep plugging away.
Well, y'all, once again, y'all are truly a blessing. I think today I just wanted to share that story with you because the Lord impressed upon my heart that, you know, that was a time that some of us may have been tempted to say it would be easier for me to lie in this situation and not lose a sale than it would be to tell the truth. But I choose, like I try to choose often or all the time, 100% of the time, to just tell the truth and deal with whatever consequences come, because when that happens, you're never going to regret it. I promise you, in the long run, you won't regret telling the truth. And today, hopefully I gained a friend. Hopefully I've gained someone maybe I can pick with. We're probably going to go to his yard sale this weekend and see if we can find something else. And NikkiT's well, we may be able to go and to do that.
Hey, Susie Woozy.
Susie Woozy, what's up?
Bargain just brought up a good point. Eric, OBX, is only 40 away from 1K subscribers.
Y'all most certainly go and do that. I'm grateful that he added that in there. Y'all go subscribe to Eric. He only needs 40. I'm sure every single one of us are already subscribed to Eric at OBX Picker, but if not, you need to go do so. Man, it would be a blessing to me. If we could get him over that 1,000 mark, it would truly be a blessing.
I do have a question. Are you in managed payments yet?
Mr. Sadie, I am in one of the stores, my regular eBay store. I'm already in managed payments. Man, I had no problems with it at all. At first, refunding and getting refunds out, it seemed to have a little bit of a glitch. But I get the money. The money comes in like a weekly payment, like it would if you worked at any other job. So the money just comes in. Some people may not like it because it's not instant. But for me, it's been perfect. I mean, I've had no issues, no qualms whatsoever.
Yeah. Hey, Louie, that just popped in, and I agree, traveling salvation. Little white lies are just regular old lies, Rev.
I agree.
One of Rev's favorite sayings is actually a half truth is a whole lie.
Yep. That's one of the ones.
So
I'm going to finish out with an illustration. If you're going and you're at the airport, and you ask someone, what time is it? And that person that tells you that let's say it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and that person tells you it's 5 o'clock in the evening, you're going to know right off the bat that is a bold-faced lie. You're going to know that person did not tell you the truth. You're going to know that person told you a lie. It's going to be apparent. It's going to be easy. Sometimes big lies are just that way. They're so big that you know they're telling a lie. Sometimes a worse lie is a little lie. If it's 8 o'clock and your plane is going to be leaving at 8:10 and they tell you that it's 7:55, you're going to think you got 15 minutes to get there. And that lie may cause you to miss out on your plane. Not because it's a big lie, but because it was a little lie that did not lie all that much, but that little lie is going to cost you more than a big one would. So I think, I really do think those big white lies are just as much as a big lie. No doubt.
That was funny. Or either someone from England didn't change his watch.
That's probably, I was thinking that while I was telling the illustration.
In Colton's illustration is, you know what that white stuff is in bird crap, don't you? It's bird crap. A lie is a lie is a lie.
That is exactly right. I agree with it 100%.
Oh, asked a professor if spelling counted once. He wrote on the board, he said spelling counts.
Yes, spelling does count. I actually remember one time I misspelled shirt in a spelling test and left out the R. And
well, some of y'all were here for my hiccup when the StreamYard went down.
Yeah, she cursed on YouTube.
Y'all, it was so bad. Hey, Thrifty Pickers. I mean, just that was embarrassing, y'all. I didn't mean to type it that way, but I sure did.
You now need 39. Cougar Man said he gave you a subscribe there, Eric. Thank you, Cougar Man. I know Eric is grateful for that. We are as well.
Is cheating at bingo lying? I'm asking for a friend.
Brad, we actually had one of our church members and friends I was playing cards with on Friday night, and you only get to pick up 2, and she was just running her mouth. Bah, 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 bah. I don't know if she's still in here or not. And I just started looking through the discard. I just started looking through the cards. It was flat out cheating.
Yeah,
I knew it.
And he still lost.
Oh, yeah, I lost big time. I knew I was going to lose. I did it for comical purposes, no other reason at all. Friends, I love y'all. We thank y'all so very much for hanging out with us. You are truly a blessing to us. You'll see the video with Heath coming up fairly soon. I'll probably share a similar story in a pre-recorded and kind of share, maybe go through some of the games that we got. So if he sees this, I know it'll be a good thing. Yeah. There's Chuck. Chuck said LOL. Hopefully that's in good measure.
Reseller's got me rolling tonight.
Oh, what'd you say?
He said I once got in-house suspension in high school for an honest homework assignment. Why I can't stand this class.
We all have similar stories, stuff like that. Well, we love y'all. We thank you so very much for watching. And as always, we know no way of closing out any of these videos and saying, what do we normally say?
I got base tonight. Deuces.
Deuces. Deuces, and may God bless. We love y'all. See y'all next time. There's this awkward